What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Asian mythology. The Titans action spawning in the bottom of the map in the blue color, playing as Odin. His name is Shelty. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Oranos. His name is Mariano. The map is Ghost Lake, and it's currently 1-1 in this best of 3. Winner of this game takes home the glory, takes home the points. Both players get to continue because we're only in the group stages. Group stages of the Vubli Champions League works as such. Everyone plays everyone. And then we go home and we're happy. So everyone plays everyone in a best of 3. If you win, you get 3 points or something like that. If you lose, you get 1 point. If you don't show up, you get no points. And then at the end of it all, the top 4 players from each group get to go on and face the top 4 players of the other group in a end of bracket Goliath, David versus Goliath. No, that's not the right analogy, but just both brackets going at each other, right? And then yeah, you go from there and you enjoy life, and beautiful. So we'll see how this goes. It's very important to win your games. Shelty over here going with the Odin. He's realized that Oranos is the god of choice for Mariano here, or it could have been Zeus, and I think maybe Shelty playing the odds here for Ghost Lake. If he's playing against a Zeus, maybe he gets 2 Goldmine Ghost Lake. But he has actually been hit with the Oranos, and he's making the incredibly smart move to run over and eat these caribou first, saving the boar for later. He's also got a ton of goat, so really, really good for the Odin players here on this map to get a bunch of goat, get a bunch of hunt, each a second hunt against Oranos. And what Oranos players tend to run into that's really tough here is Ulfsark Flood on the second hunt early. Really hard to defend against because you just can't build units fast enough to defend. Basically, it's just a rush. It's a rush and it does damage. So I guess we'll see how this is going to go. For some reason, Mariano's eating his goat over here. Has he not seen... He sees his caribou.
Skopos?
I have no idea what Mariano's doing. He's trying to get the temple up. Maybe he's trying to go for a 4-minute advance time. 4 minutes with hunting dogs. Should have tried to kill the boar closer to this. The temple will get up, but will he have the food? He's really far off. He's going to have to cancel villages for quite a while. Oh, this is not worth it in the slightest for Mariano. I don't think he's going to be up until 3:30. Meanwhile, Shelty is just like a second behind on the classical age as well. Looks like he's neglected his ox cart here to advance a touch faster, but he's got a... There's this one right... Just move over here. This one. Okay, that's enough of that. We'll see what these guys are going to do in the... Oh, he's running over here already. It's like he's saving this for later. This is a beautiful snowy pine. Standing tall. Don't want to eat it just yet. There's the ox cart coming out for him. Another house coming down for Shelty. Getting moving forward into this location. We've got counter barracks, military barracks coming up for Mariano, but how's he going to support this? There's almost no way to support this plus villagers. See the walls coming up. The Oracle is getting killed over here as well. Longhouse finally coming up for Shelty. Very, very delayed. The Promethean Offspring maybe know about this. They don't. His scouting's been really poor. Missing where the caribou are. So he knows that his opponent has caribou. He just doesn't know where they are. So he's going to have to search around for them to push off that. And by that stage, the longhouses will be up. But we do have both military buildings are up now for Mariano. Casts his Valor. The Valkyrie coming in will get pushed back by the sheer number of heroes here. Nice micro from Shelty to get a jab off and then retreat and not get hit by those javelins of the hero Terma. Now we see the Prometheans coming in here. The Herso already in to defend against this one. So the villagers happily just going to eat the food here as the Prometheans retreating away. Oh, Mariano not paying attention will lose his Promethean offsprings for free basically there. Did a little bit of chip damage to the Herso, but that'll just come straight back as he is Odin. Now Ulfsark's getting built out. We'll see how Shelty does this. Normally we see him getting about 8 Ulfsark, then getting medium upgrades, and then getting Lone Wanderer at exactly the same time. So we'll see if that's what he's going to go for here. He's already got 7. Now we see the army of Mariano going to be hitting this location here. We've got Lone Wanderer queued up. Still no medium infantry. Has to retreat back. Don't want to take too much damage until Lone Wanderer comes through. This is 4.0, so this is taking 25... Is it 25 or 35 seconds? Not sure if this has been updated or not. Lone Wanderers, the technology was increased by about 10 seconds though. So I feel like it has to have gone up to 35 seconds of research time. He's still going to be pumping out the units, making some throwing axemen as well. Got the random Ulfsark here that will get picked off. And now we see Mariano still not able to go. But now Lone Wanderer's in. So these Ulfsark can definitely just get in onto these units, chase them down with their, 5.3? 5.28 speed. The Valkyrie on the back sniping some units. As Mariano has to basically get out of here because he doesn't have enough Murmillo. Has he been producing villages? He has produced villages, only on 10 though. 10 is a good amount. Considering where Shelty's at. More houses coming up for Shelty. The Ulfsark moving out. Still no medium infantry. There's the medium infantry coming through now. 4 for Shelty. More houses coming in as well. And we'll see how this goes. The hunt almost out. So this Ulfsark raid's not going to do all too much. You could burn this wood here. Possibly kill the manor. And then go for some sort of wood starve as an option. Or at least hit the wood consistently. Looks like he's heading straight for this location. There's kind of not enough units to defend here either. It's like 8 Ulfsark. Oh, 4. Maybe there's enough. And Shelty's just going to take the love taps and just retreat away. You can see them slowly, very slowly getting health back as they move in and take these fights. He's going to be able to take the citizen down. No, big shockwave. Going to keep his citizen alive there. Very low HP. We do see Caraballas now coming up for Mariano. The Ulfsark switching up. Do we see more Ulfsark getting built? We do. I guess at this point, Shelty has got a couple of options. Do you just go heroic age and cancel things, or go full population and try and fight the Oranos? I think most people have more success with just trying to go heroic age at this situation now. The villagers retreating away here. Ulfsark attempting to chase them down, but there's already a big army here for Mariano at 94 of 95 population. Promethean is here as well to help push this back. Still pumping out units. Got some raiding cavalry coming in as well. Nice little juke around with those Ulfsark. Should take down this Raven as well if he has the time. Deciding to not do it. Just leave the Raven there. Why not? Another house. I wonder if this town center is good enough to secure this gold mine. Maybe forest fire this wood here to open this up enough. Or even just chop this wood down even to have a little gap. He's going for this gold mine. Meanwhile, we see Mariano heading in here, wanting to fight back. And I don't think that Shelty's seen this army movement. Maybe he saw it move with the Raven, but he's not going to know where until he spots it. Moving into Shelty's line of sight here. He does see the entire army here, so he's going to know what's coming in, and he's going to go for a big, fat surround. There is no, there is no shockwave available. We've got another house coming down for Shelty. He's trying to get up to 115 population. Mariano's at 115 already. Pickaxe is coming through. We've got an armor, another longhouse coming down for Shelty actually as the army is coming in. If you ever make these attacks here, you want to sort of go onto box command. That way the Caraballas is in the back or in the middle of your army and they can't get a big surrounds onto it. But now we've got the raiding cavalry coming around the back. And if he retreats back with them, then these units here can turn in onto the front of them. Ouch! And Mariano has to retreat back. We see a forest fire coming in. That's going to have to force Mariano to retreat back a different way. I wonder if Mariano just turns around and fights this here. It's like he's deciding not to do so. He's kind of got the stronger army. He finally does decide to fight more out in the open. Now the Caraballas here needs to target the right spots. We see another Valor coming in for Mariano. Shelty attempting to take this fight. Medium infantry does pop for Mariano as well, if not it was before then. And that's going to force Shelty back. 111 population, 115 population. As it seems as though Shelty not happy to take this fight against all those Prometheans. Only 2 Herso here, which very easily could get taken out. So he's just going to retreat and does decide to randomly turn back around. Neither of these players really understand who wins these fights at this point. Now we've got another unit here coming in with throwing axe. We're going to be getting a couple of hits while the Caraballas are trying to run away. But Mariano, he's just taking damage here. He would be much better off just fighting at this point. He's full population. You're Atlantean. Atlantean likes fighting at full population. Right? Maybe? Maybe not. More units getting pumped out for Mariano. Again, the Caraballas is in the wrong spot here. Way too easy to get taken out. Throwing Axemen in the back and to deal so much damage to these Murmillo. Just a really, really nice fight here for Shelty. And Shelty can now just transition into raiding cavalry. He doesn't need to make Ulfsark anymore. He is still making them. He's making raiding cavalry, Ulfsark, and throwing Axemen. No micro from these Herso onto the Prometheans though, but it's not going to matter too much. It's looking like Shelty is able to clean house here, sitting at 97 population now. The Prometheans running away, more units flooding in onto this location. Goldmine just about to expire, and that's a big problem for Mariano because he's very low on gold. And where does he go? He's trying to get this town center, but he doesn't have a gold mine. Got the raiding cavalry and the Ulfsark coming onto this location, making sure it doesn't go up. No town centers for Mariano. No gold for Mariano to grab. As the Raven spots the gold mine, sees it's just finished. So he's just going to flood here, and I don't see any chance for Mariano to get a gold mine. This is his best bet if he can sneak it. He has to sneak it though, but there's just units everywhere for Shelty. He's just completely fanned out. Let's check out his line of sight. So he's seen this gold mine. He's seen this one. He knows of these 2. He knows of this one. Any gold mines he's missed? There are no gold mines he's missed on the map. So Shelty should be fairly aware of what his win condition is here. We don't see any attempt to move for a gold. Oh, sneaking in. He's going to make his way around this side. Very smart. We'll see if he can manage to make it there. These citizens attempting to push through. The Caraballas are doing a lot of damage. Big shockwave onto those throwing axemen there. The Valkyrie able to take down the Caraballas in the back. The citizen are making their way through, but Shelty's got so much population. Still 115 of 115. He just needs to get all of his units over here to prevent this gold from being grabbed by Mariano. And now this mini army from Shelty looks like it's getting cleaned up, but there's more units pushing in here for Shelty to keep fighting. More Valkyrie. He's got so many Valkyrie in this fight. The 2 heroes citizen on this wood line for some reason need to get out of there, and maybe Mariano snuck this gold mine. The Raven chilling over here, not going to be cutting it. But Shelty, don't know what he's doing. He was snoozing there, but Mariano too far behind anyways. Does decide to tap out. GG, well played by Shelty. All relatively short games here with very strong timings. Mariano, like, he just didn't even fight. He lost all these units running back, and then he didn't fight. When he just finally decided to fight back here, half his units were dead because they we're getting chipped away. So if you're going to move forward, you can't run away against the Norse army. Just take the fight and try and micro it to the best of your ability. That's sort of the only possibility here for Mariano to have continued. Either that, or you just need to get heroic age, get Stymphalian birds out. No, don't make the big push onto this gold mine. Make it later. Stymphalian birds plus dryads maybe would have been enough if he had done the timing to get there. But without the food, it's a bit tough. He does have the farms already up, so maybe he could have done it, but doesn't go for that. Instead, the game does go for Shelty. The series goes for Shelty. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.